Hello, my name is Shalyn Combs, and I have chosen to do my discussion number 7 video on the Micturition process. And you probably recognize this illustration from our PPT and from our book, our textbook. So the Micturition process is just the process of eliminating water and electrolytes from the urinary system, which is just urination. Okay, so there's kind of 8 steps in this micturition process, but the first 4 steps are kind of in the involuntary section, and the last 4 are more in the voluntary control area. Okay, so we'll start with the involuntary. Stretch receptors, which are right here, they detect a filling of the bladder and transmit an afferent signal to the spinal cord. Okay, so it goes over here to the spinal cord. The signals return to the bladder from the spinal cord segments 2 and 3. So right over here, by the parasympathetic fibers in the pelvic nerve. So here's your pelvic nerve, and they return the signals from there. The efferent signals excite the deter muscle, which I've kind of put right there, and the efferent signals relax the internal urethral sphincter, which is right here. So the internal, and urine is involuntarily voided if it is not inhibited by the brain. So the brain plays an important role in this process of urination also. Okay, so that's more the involuntary part. Now the voluntary part, which is important. For the voluntary part, then the micturition center in the pons receives the signals from the stretch receptors. So again, the stretch receptors, the signal goes up to the pons. And if it is a good time for you to urinate, then the pons return signals to the spinal interneurons that excite the dextero and relax the internal urethral sphincter, and urine is voided. So if it's a good time, it sends a message down here, and goes here to the internal, and you're able to use the bathroom. Now, if it's not a good time for you to urinate and you need to hold it a little bit longer, then the signal from the pons excites the spinal interneurons that keep the external urethral sphincter contracted or closed. So if you have to wait, it's over here in the pons, and it goes down here to the external sphincter, and it holds it. And it holds it, again, still in the bladder. It won't let it release it until it gets a signal from the pons to cease. And so that signal from the pons is really important, because it either tells your brain to hold it a little bit longer, or the muscle to hold it closed a little bit longer, or it can tell the internal or external sphincter, or the external sphincter to relax. Okay, so there is one difference, and I don't know if anybody knows why this is, but there's a difference between the male and the female process, urinary bladder process here, because, and this is a male because it has the internal and external sphincters. However, in females, the females lack this internal sphincter. Females only have this external urethral sphincter. And so I don't think it makes too much of a difference. as far as the whole process goes, but that is the one and only difference. Anyway, I hope this video has been helpful. Thanks.